There goes some deer. I threw up some grapes on the lawn and they like those. They like apples better, but at the time I didn't have any apples. I wanted to show you this. This got a little mark on it. I don't know what that's from. Oh, that's just the, is that called a stamen? The yellow part right there? I think it left a mark. Okay, so all four bloomed. And there's just the tiniest little bud still up there, but I doubt that's gonna bloom. There are two deer, but you can't see them because one is hiding. Oh, there she is. She's looking at the shop. I wonder what she's thinking about eating. There he is, or her. There she is. I threw an apple. I threw 3 apples, and her friend has left. You know, it's 4 o'clock here, and it's still relatively light, considering it's raining right now. So that's kind of cool. The days are getting longer, and we're noticing it. We noticed it last night, and then my husband today said that he thought it was time for things to start growing again. And you know what? She's eating all these 3 apples by herself. It's funny. They put it in her mouth. Something scared her. She heard a noise. Anyway, they put it in their mouths and then they bang the apple on the ground and it breaks it for them. You know, because they can't hold it and bite it. Sweet little deer. Well, I'm making rice pilaf and 2 boxes of it. And it's just about browned enough. I'm just trying to brown the pasta and the rice with the butter that it calls for. And I've got the 4 cups of water because I'm making a double batch. I've got the 4 cups of water here. Swing you around. Right there with the seasoning pouches, 2 seasoning pouches. It called for 2 cups, so I'm using 4 cups. I'm waiting for these deer to please go home. They're staring at the front door. So anyway, I'm gonna, when it's all done, I'm gonna add rice to it. Hold on. Okay, it's browned enough. Now I've got to slowly pour in the seasoning and the water. I think we're good to go ahead and go. It's burning my hand, the steam. So now I need to bring this to a boil. And then after that part is done, I can simmer it for the time amount that's needed. And when it's done simmering, I'll add the broccoli. I just bought some frozen broccoli florets today at the store while I was there. Safeway. What else did I buy? 1 loaf of garlic bread and what was it? Oh, I saw they had those patches that are for muscle aches, and I noticed that Big's Homestead had those. Cynthia said she looked in her goods and most of them were gone, you know, because they do get used, and so they had buy one get one half off. So that's what I did. Those are the only 3 things I got there. Let this come to a boil. I was all excited. Something came from Amazon today. Yeah. So we're in it for the kitchen garbage bags. We use these in the bathrooms, the bedrooms, and the kitchen, and the living room, and wherever else there's a wastebasket in the house. Okay, so the rice is done. I put the broccoli in the microwave to steam it some, and then I added it to the rice. So there's rice and broccoli. Well, it's rice pilaf, you know, you saw that. And then for the protein, sorry, swing you around without making you dizzy, I've got leftover Mississippi pot roast and peppers. And it's just the hubs and I here tonight. The guys are all out. So we're watching Georgia and Texas Christian University. I can't remember. Anyway, we're watching football while we have dinner. So if you like what you saw, I hope you'll consider sticking around, maybe making a comment, saying hi, even subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Hey, good morning, everybody. I have a food budget, easy peasy meal, and I wanted to show you how it broke down. So I took 2 boxes of rice-a-roni pilaf, and they were $1.50 each on sale, so $3 for the 2 of them. The recipe just called for water and half a stick of butter, so 75 cents for that. Then I used 2 steamer broccoli bags, you know, the florets. So I got the good stuff because I hate it when it's nothing but stems, you know what I mean? Blah. I mean, if you're gonna peel them down and use them for a salad, that's cool, but I was using them for the florets. Anyway, I bought 2 bags and they were $3 a piece, so $6 total. And then I had a half leftover of that Mississippi pot roast. So probably even more than half, I don't know. So I just called it $10 because it was 20 total. So that was it for the supplies that I bought. Well, it came to $19.75, but we'll call it a whole 20. So that fed 5 adults, $4 each. That's a pretty good meal, right? And wait till you see the leftovers. I think I'm going to put them in a Ziploc, not a Ziploc, a seal-a-meal bag and put them in the freezer. So here you go. This is the leftovers alone from the leftovers. I'm not going to make them eat this again. My husband and I loved it. I'm going to leave it out in the refrigerator for tonight. And then if anybody has more, that's great. And whatever's left, I'll put in the freezer and I'll have it for lunch or something, or serve it for a lunch. Anyway, that's that on that. And I love making full meals out of leftovers and saving money and using what you have in this January budget month after December, right? Hey, if you like this kind of thing, please consider leaving a comment, because that really helps me know what people like and don't like, or giving me a thumbs up. And then further, even consider subscribing. There's a bell icon where you can subscribe if you tap the button that looks like a bell, or you tap the bell that looks like a bell. Dish is done. This is the end. I'm just taping the taping. How old am I? I am videoing the last of my vlog for the day, and the sun is shining, which means my husband's out in the yard. He'll be out there until it's dark, unless it starts to rain or he has to eat, something like that. I've had my coffee. I'm switching over to iced tea now. And there's my pretty flower. It's lasting for so long. I just love this. And I thank my mother and father again for buying that for me. Yeah, that's my story. Have a really good day and watch how I put this all together. The meal I'm talking about. Oh, and there's some deer photos too.